Morning, Sabrina.
Hello, teacher. Good morning.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Nice. I'm good. How was your weekend?
It was okay. It was okay. I could rest and do hiking too.
Oh, nice. Where did you go?
I went to Monte Cristo,
The park.
the park.
Wow. How long does it take you to get there?
Uh, we drive about 2 hours maybe,
It's in
and
our
then
Japan, right? Or in Santana?
Santa.
Santana. But people say it's a beautiful forest.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you could do that.
Thank you.
Mhm. Well, I just sent a message on, on WhatsApp group about the new book that we're going to start today. This is called Let's Talk because that's the purpose to talk, to speak, to practice your English. So it's going to be nice to be working on that one. So let me share the screen. This one. Mhm. Yeah, so to start today, we are going to think about how often we like to do these things in English conversations. It's gonna make us reflect on our English conversations or when we speak. So we have some options. Would you like to read the options, please?
Um, Often, sometimes, and never.
Yeah. And this one's in English conversations, I like to.
Ask questions, talk about myself, talk about my interest, plan what to say before I talk with people I already know, talk with new people, talk with native speakers, quit quiet and silent to other
And
people
listen,
and listen. Keep quiet and listen to other people talking.
exactly. And we have the three options, often, sometimes, or never. So what can you tell me about the number one?
Often, I think I often ask questions.
Okay,
Talk
continue.
about myself, maybe maybe sometimes, because not all the time, but some. And talk about my interests often.
You often like to talk about your interests. Okay.
Then what to say before I talk, sometimes when I'm going to talk in English. Talk with people I already know, often. Talk with new people, sometimes. Talk with native speakers, sometimes too. And get quiet and listen to other people talking often.
Exactly. Okay. Um, in my case, I often like to talk with native speakers. If I have the opportunity, I like to do it because it's a good way to practice. And in English conversations, I often like to ask questions because that keeps the conversation going. Mm, yeah. And well, I sometimes like to keep quiet and listen to other people talking back. I also like to have my opportunity to talk. Yeah, in English conversations. We have some information over here. Yeah, what is compare? Already know, right? But we can review the definition.
To consider or suggest how things are similar or different.
Native speaker.
Someone who speaks the language he or she learned as a baby.
Exactly. Partner.
One of two people who do something together. And plan to think about and decide how you will do something.
That's right. So thank you. Well, in English conversations, I don't usually plan what I'm going to say. It's like a speech or, yeah, like a speech or a conference or a class. But in English conversations, you don't know what the people are going to ask you, right? So yeah, it's not like I sometimes plan what I'm going to say before I talk. Okay, let's go to activity 2. Can you see? Get bigger. This is a different and new book. Okay, we have work alone. What can you say in each situation? Choose a statement or question from the box. We have different questions here. Would you like to read them, please, Fabri?
And A, let's take turns asking the questions. B, let's compare answers. C, whose turn is it? D, what should we do now? E, why do you think? F, who wants to go first? G, let's work together. And H, just a moment, please. I'm not quite ready.
Mm, Thank you. Okay, so we have here some situations, and you have to choose the statement or question that best match that situation. Okay, and we have the example. Sorry. Well, a statement, a piece of written or spoken information, take turns to do the same thing as your partner, one after the other. So, you don't know what to do next? Letter D. What should we do now? Okay, number 2, Sabrina.
You want to work as a group.
What would you say?
G, let's work together.
G, exactly. G, let's work together. Number 3, you don't know who wants to go first. You don't know who wants to go first. So what would you say?
Whose turn is it?
I think that's number 4. You don't know whose turn it is? So
Mhm.
you ask,
Whose turn?
whose turn is it? But when you don't know who wants to go first, who
Eight,
wants to go
let's
first?
let's take turns asking the questions.
Okay, for example,
And sorry, who wants to go first?
exactly, it's easy, right? You don't know who, so you ask, who wants to go first? Who wants to start? Who wants to make the presentation first? Okay. Number 5, you want to see or hear your partner's answers.
Let's see or hear from Wisconsin.
You want to see or hear your partner's answers. You are
And
doing the same
why do you
exercise?
think? Why do you think?
Okay, that's
Let's
number
compare
6.
answers.
Let's compare answers. Exactly. Then number 6.
You want to find out someone's opinion. Why do you think?
Exactly. Why? Why do you think? And next one, you aren't ready to begin and you need more time.
Just a moment, please. I'm not quite ready.
Exactly. You don't want the same person to always ask the questions.
Mm, Let's take turns asking the questions.
Exactly. Let's take turns so we can have a different person asking the questions. Okay, good. So when we work with other people, we can use these expressions. They seem very like simple or easy, but they are necessary and important when we work with others. Okay, now we're going to have a conversation. You have to complete the conversations with the statements and questions from the previous activity. For example, okay, I'm done. Let's work together. Let's see if we agree on the answers. And then we have the conversation. But I think you need to see, right? Maybe I'm going to send you the expressions so that you can have them in hand. Give me a moment. I'm looking for this here. But you can hear me well, Sandeep.
Yes, teacher. But did you send the screenshot?
I am trying to send it right now.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I send it here via Zoom, and I'm gonna send it in a moment also via
Mhm.
WhatsApp. Okay, so right now it's there. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the conversation. Okay, so I'll give you a moment. Would you like to have also this screenshot?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if you downloaded the book. Is this book?
Not yet, but I think that is the same book that you sent at the chat, right?
It's there. It's in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, thank you.
So that you can complete the conversation. And later we're going to check the answers and practice the conversations.
Ready, teacher.
Okay. So we're going to check the answers by listening.
Page 3. Getting
Can you listen?
started. Activity 3. Part
Yeah.
B.
Okay.
Listen. Check your answers. Then practice the conversation.
Okay, I'm done. Let's work together. Let's see if we agree on the answers.
Just a moment, please. I'm not quite ready. One more minute. Okay.
Let's compare answers. I think the first picture is number 2 and the second is number 1.
I agree.
Me too. What should we do now?
I'll ask you the questions. You answer them.
Wait, let's take turns asking the questions. That way everyone asks and answers questions.
Good idea. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. What are your hobbies?
I like to ride my bike. How about you, Misha?
I like to sing in the shower. Hey, singing is good for you. Whose turn is it?
I think it's Raul's.
Okay, but first I have another question for Misha. Why do you think the teacher...
Okay, great. So how were your answers? Were they the same ones?
Yes.
Okay, good. Mr. Callejas, welcome to the class. Good morning.
Thank you, teacher. Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Yes. So we were completing this conversation with some expressions that we use when we have English conversations with other people or with the partners, with your classmates. So you can find them in the group, in the WhatsApp group. They are there. Okay. Are you ready? Or maybe we can give Alex some time so he can complete the conversation, and later you can practice the conversation, Sabrina and Alice. Okay. But meanwhile, maybe Sabrina, you can complete the activity 4. While Alice is completing the conversation, you can do this one. Write questions about these topics. What questions can you ask about name, family, friends, or hobbies? Yeah, interesting questions that you would ask your partner about his or her name, about his family, his friends, and hobbies. Okay? That's interesting. And you, Eddie, are you ready? Let me know.
Okay. Listen the conversation or the conversation other time, please, or
No, Eddie. I
no.
sent in the WhatsApp group the
Okay.
conversation and the expressions with which you're going to complete the conversation. So
Okay.
you have the expressions and you need to complete the conversation with those expressions.
Okay.
And later, you will practice it with Sabrina.
Okay.
So please, when you finish, let us know because Sabrina is waiting for you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Fatima is trying to connect. So that's great.
Hello.
Good morning, Fatima. How are you?
I'm good, I think.
Are you on the bus?
Yes, I'm not on the bus.
You are on the
But
bus.
today was, yes, but today was too difficult because there was an accident and the traffic is is crazy. But
Wow,
hopefully we're almost getting to the office.
Okay, you're new to the office. You know what, girls? The other day, last week, I went to the Millennium Plaza. I haven't gone. I mean, I had passed by, but I had never entered. But since there are some friends who have come from Canada, they wanted to try the Canada Bites here, and there's one there in Millennium Plaza. So we went last week. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. It was on Thursday. And it was the lunchtime, and I was like, maybe I see Sabrina or Fatima here or Aries, but I didn't see you.
Ah, okay. No, Thursday is not my day to go to the
To the
office. I think
office.
it was Eddie's day. Day. Mhm.
Okay. And you, Sabrina? Were you there that day?
No, me neither. I came the same days as Fatty.
Oh,
Monday and
okay.
Wednesday and some Fridays.
Okay, interesting. So have you tried the Canada Bites? The food from there?
Mm,
In
no.
my case, no. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that this restaurant existed. I didn't know. But since they are Canadians, they found out this place, and because they sell like the Canadian traditional food, and it was interesting to know that what they eat the most is potatoes. They eat a lot of potatoes. So this food is made of French fries. I tried
Okay.
one that is called poutine. The poutines, they are made of French fries. French fries with meat and sauces.
Okay.
But
And do you like it?
yeah, I did. Yeah, it was good. I tried the one with pork, and it was good. Yeah, and I just tried the one with shrimps, but I it was good, but not so good as the one that is called pulled pork. So it's pork, French fries, pork, and sauces and cheese, cheddar cheese. But they also sell other things like hamburgers and meat, yeah, other things. But they have these lunches, the executive lunches. They were not that expensive as I thought because they included the drink and it was 5.95, like around $6.
Okay.
But I was trying to see the offices. The offices have a dog, but I didn't see it. And I was looking in the elevators if they have the name of that, but I don't know if it has a different name or which floor is the one you're working.
Yeah, we got like an specific elevator that is around. They are near to the ones that are for the plaza. I don't know because there are like two kind of elevators. The ones that are for the for people who visit the
The
this
mall,
kind of mall,
the mall,
the
let's say
mall.
the mall,
Hmm. And and these one are for the is station for estacionar their cars. I don't know
the
to park
parking.
the parking. Mhm.
Okay.
And there are another for like for the specific office, and you
Mhm.
can go up and down, but you just can use it with your ID.
Oh,
You have
interesting.
to get like an ID in order to
Exactly.
enter. Hmm.
Yeah, because it's a workplace.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So, yeah. You have nice restaurants there. I mean, for example, I didn't know there was a Horno di Fab there, but I really like their pizzas. Their pizzas and salads, and also there was another Hunam, the Asian food. So nice because you have those options there. I didn't know. It was the first time I entered, and it was good. It was good to know. Okay. Well, Sabrina already had her questions. And Fatima, we have to do this part in which you have to write questions about these topics. What questions would you ask your partners about his or her name, his or her family, his or her friends, and their hobbies? Okay, so think about it and maybe you can send them in the chat. And Elise, I don't know if you're already finished.
No, teacher, no. No,
Not
please,
yet.
no. Thank you. Not yet.
Hmm. Okay. So I'm gonna check the questions Sabrina sent. Ah, she's still working. Anne, what's your name? Okay, good. Fatima is back.
Yes, sorry, I don't know when I moved to the into the applications in order to see the photo from the WhatsApp group. They uh, take me out, take me out. So
Mhm. Don't worry. Okay, so we have to write some questions here about these topics. What would you ask your partner about name, family, friends, or hobbies? Uh, I have one question I would ask you. This is my example. My question is, were you named after a relative? I have another question. Who's your favorite person in your family? Friends. How did you meet your best friend? That's my question for you. And hobbies? Mhm. How often do you do your hobbies? Okay, so those are my questions. Remember, if the meeting ended, if the meeting ends, please connect. Okay, so those are my questions, and Sabrina has her own question. So first, I'm gonna ask you, Sabrina, because you are the first one who finished the questions. So my question for you is, were you named after a relative? It means that if you have a name, the same name as another person in your family, Sabrina? Okay. Okay, Sabrina's having problems with her Mouse. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, Fatima. Were you named after a relative, Fatima?
Uh, can you repeat it, please? Can you repeat it, please?
It's this one. The question that is here. Were you named after a relative?
In this case, are you asking me if I got like a similar name from any
Exactly.
relative?
Exactly. Yeah. If you, yeah,
Uh,
for example, the father's name is Eduardo, and they call the son Eduardo because it's the
mm-hmm.
father, the same name as the father. Or
Uh,
sometimes our parents name us after a grandma, an uncle, or something like that. So I don't know if you in your
mm-hmm.
were you named after a relative?
No, in my case, no. Just my brother got like the same name of as my father and my
Oh,
sisters as well. Hmm. But
okay.
not my case.
No, your case. Okay, so your brother was named after your father, and your sister after your mother.
Yes, I got one sister that got same as my mother, and I got two brothers. One got one name from my father, and the other got the other name as my father.
Okay, so they were named. Okay, your sister. We say with this. My sister was named after my mother. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the way we say it. Name after. Uh-huh. In your case, Sabrina, were you named after a relative?
Sorry, teacher, I couldn't listen to you very
Yeah,
well.
the question that is on the screen, were you named
Okay.
after a relative?
No, not really.
No? Or after a famous person?
Mm, I'm not sure about it, but in my case, my parents told me that they choose like one name each one. So my father chose Sabrina and my mother chose Lisette.
So your name is Sabrina Lisset.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. And which one do you prefer? Which one do you like most?
I like both, but
Okay.
most of the people call me Sabrina. Just my family from my mother, they told me Lisette.
Okay, interesting. So on your mother's side, she was your mother who chose your name, and they call you like that, Lisset.
Yeah, maybe because of that. Mhm.
Interesting. Wow, interesting stories. In my case, my mom wanted to name me Karen Beatriz, but that was the name that he had chosen for a girl when she thought, well, I'm the third one. And when she was pregnant, the second time, she thought it was going to be a girl, but it was a boy. It was my brother. So like she was like keeping the name. But there was a cousin who was born before me. There was a cousin born before me, and my aunt named her Beatriz. So then my mom was like, oh, I cannot use Beatriz then because there's a Beatriz already. So when she was pregnant of me, she was like looking for names, and she made a list. So then, and also she said that my aunts from my father's side gave her a list, and she chose, oh, Rocio Stephanie. That's why that's my name, Rocio Stephanie. But I like it because it's not very common, so I feel unique. Like you, Sabrina, is not very common, so good. But I have a question for Edis because Edis is not a common name.
Hi, teacher. Yes, really, in my case, um, it was named all my mother's cousin. She chose the name for that reason, teacher.
So you were named after a cousin, a cousin.
Yeah. Yes, a cousin. Yeah.
And okay,
Yes.
it is
Yeah.
nice. Okay, good.
Mhm.
Good. So that was my question. But maybe Sabina wants to ask this or Fatima the questions. Your question about the name
Mm,
or about the family.
yeah, maybe how many people are in your family?
Is for Edis or Fatima?
Both.
In my case, I got a big family. My nuclear family, we are nine. We are seven children, and my two parents as well. So this one is like my nuclear family, and I got the other ones, but they are like the external family.
Wow, pretty big. And you, Edis?
Yes. Really, my nuclear family really is I don't know, short or a little family.
It's a small
Only one
family.
sister, a small family. Yes, thank you. A sister, but however, my relatives of my mother, it really is big because I have around 50 cousins, really around
15 cousins.
yeah, yeah. Yes, around 10, or five, no, six aunt, and really a moment, teacher, and four uncle. Uh, it really is big, my family.
Okay, good, good. There's this expression, I don't know if you know it. When you want to say how your family is made up of, and you want to say the members, you can say this one. My family is made up of. My family is made up of 6 members.